Do not become a professional warrior. Hey friends!
Welcome to another video. It's your girl Mel.
And Cam.
So today we'll be talking to you about advice that we would give our younger self. Yes. So sometimes you talk to yourself and you look back on life and you're wondering why things weren't the way it's supposed to be, or you'd say to yourself, if you knew then what you know now, what you would do. Yes, so we've been talking and to each other. Do you talk to yourself?
Of course, who doesn't?
So we've been talking to each other about what could have been different while we were young, like 5-10 years ago. I mean, younger could even be 3 days ago. So we just want to share with you. So from time to time we'd be looking down because we had to write down what we were gonna say so that we don't forget to give you. So
What we truly want to give you.
yes, we don't want to repeat ourselves too much and all of that.
Advice number one. So my advice to my younger self: do not, let me repeat that, do not let anybody steal your happiness. Nobody. It could have even be your own mother. Do not let no one, nobody, anyone, anything steal your happiness.
That's deep. That's deep. My number one advice is do not worry about the future. Stop worrying. Like seriously, you need to stop worrying. I'm talking to you. Yes. You need to stop worrying. Remove your hands from your jaw. Come on now. That's why we're here, to make you laugh, to give you advice.
Why worry when you're living in the present now?
Yeah.
Why worry about the future?
Yeah. Worry is like a rocking chair.
Do not become a professional warrior. Guys, please do not become a professional warrior.
And this is funny to us because I used to be like that. So I can tell you, worrying is like a rocking chair. You just go back and forth, back and forth.
You never get the
back
problem
and
fixed
forth,
when you worry about
and your
it.
problem is not fixed.
Yes.
If you pause, breathe, Lord, give me solution.
Even to take a break and then go
Think
come
about
back.
it. Put it on paper.
Yes.
It is so much easier. So when you're worried, you're stressed, you can't function, you have headaches, your body
down.
ache, you shut down, you are hungry, you are angry, you are stuck up, you're just this tense person, and it doesn't make sense to worry. And as you get older, you realize that the things that you worry about are things that you really
Wrinkle
cannot.
up your face. Look
Try to get things done for now. You plan for the future, but you don't worry about the future. Leave the future in God's hands. Do your part. Plan. Develop your way or your strategy of executing, and wait for it to happen. Nothing happens before the time.
Be adventurous.
Yes, you have some people who are afraid to do things. If they're not doing it with somebody else, they don't want to do it. If they're not going to the beach with somebody else, they're not going. They don't allow themselves to unwind, to,
Find out who you are
yeah,
in
a
the
lot,
space
yeah.
of being adventurous, because you're getting to know you, getting to know what you like, what you dislike, what you will do, what you won't do, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. So be adventurous.
And
Get to learn about you. I'm telling you, it works.
and being adventurous is really being open, knowing you, as Cam says. Yes, because we can be very stuck up. Yeah, we're in this shell and have this wall up where we don't want to explore. My next advice would be, what I would tell my younger self? Listen to mommy. Listen to mommy, listen to daddy, listen to the adults. I mean,
Listen to parents.
yeah, they might not
They
be
are number one.
experiencing they might not be experiencing what you're experiencing, or they might not have gone through what you are going through. They might not
know
even
someone.
understand. But guess what? Wisdom. I realize they have wisdom, and now that I'm older, I can understand why they would have had wisdom. So they don't always know what is right for you, but 95% of the time
Yeah, correct.
they are correct. So, young lady, please slow down.
You. Yes, you.
Slow down.
Take it easy.
Slow down and listen to the adults.
They
There's
might
no
not
rush.
tell you how you would want to hear it or how you'd like to hear it, but I'm telling you, at the end of the day, when you go through all, you're going to say, Mommy, you know you did right, or Daddy, you know you did right, but you could have said it could better. Don't be afraid to take risk. Step out. Make that bold step. Don't think about what is ahead, but take that bold step. Go through the process. Do what you have to do. Yes, you know, or within yourself, we are going to make mistakes. Mistakes might lead us to fail, but at the end of the day, one change can make us successful.
Yeah, and that leads me into my next advice is, if you find yourself with an idea that inspires you, act on it. Once it's a good idea.
But guys, take this advice. Not everyone you can tell your ideas.
Yes, so if you are inspired by your idea, take that bold step. So you try to find out what steps you need to take to achieve what goals you need to, what plans you need to put in place, really. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Not at all.
Because
Not at
life
all.
has a risk. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't
Not
be
at
too hard
all.
on yourself. Yes, so feel inspired. Girl, act on it. Man, act on it. You need to get your friends
Agitated, worried.
advice, or if my friends say no, that no work right now, like, you feel inspired to start your YouTube channel,
Start with what you have.
yes, go ahead. You never can tell what could come out of it.
This advice to my younger self: do not take relationship in your young years of life seriously, because the person you met in, for example, high school, does not necessarily mean that's the person you are going to end up with for the rest of your life. Some people are lucky enough that they end up with the same person, but not all of us are that lucky to end up. Take it easy, worry about your schoolwork, worry about developing yourself, and stop focusing on trying to mend relationship from boys who trying to find a girlfriend just to, because sometimes these boys that are trying to find a girlfriend, I'm telling you, it's just to prove something to a friend that they can get you or they can get any girl. So do not focus your mind on relationship. Focus yourself. Focus your mind on yourself. Yes, guys.
Yeah, it also runs in. Are we thinking alike?
I don't know. Probably.
It's what she said. It's actually running into my next advice to say that the younger me, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, should have been focusing on friendship and not
Relationship.
intimate relationship. When you are young, you have to be assertive. Yes, you want to be spontaneous. Yes, you want to experience love. But my thing is that, guess what? If your partner is going to come to you when you are young, yes, it does happen. God put persons together when they are young. However, timing is very important. So though you are attracted to him or her, it doesn't mean that you need to jump into something serious right away. It is important to slow down and build that friendship, because that friendship, all the friendship that you have at a younger age, that is what molds you into lifetime friendship. And sometimes when you actually look back, you're like, girl, I him did I talk to? Like, what did I go on in my brain?
That's so true.
Or, oh gosh, oh, if you have that girl that as friend, like, she was like just using me. Why am I so serious about a relationship then? You know, you should be building a relationship with yourself and with God.
Yes.
Your relationship should be focused with God, with family. Family, yourself, and God. So, the younger me, 20 something, in my early teens, late teens, yeah. So I know you're watching and you're in your teens, you're in your 20s, and you wonder, I walk one. Just relax, build friendship, and be spontaneous and be assertive at the same time.
Be optimistic, guys.
Yes.
Be positive.
Yep. Yep.
Be at how more can we say this? Always think on the positive side. Do not put negative things out in the atmosphere over your future life. Because at the end of the day, you will be going through that negative that you put out there and you don't even realize that it is you who had said it over your life. Be positive, be optimistic. In situations, always choose the positive.
Yeah, so I think I'm a very positive person for the most part. Probably 90% of my whole self is very positive. And one of the things that after going through a very serious relationship and having had to end that relationship in a rather ridiculous way, I learned that I have to stay positive and command my days. When you're not positive, you depend on others to make you happy. You depend on things to be happening around you to make you happy. And I'm not straying away, but a recent discussion, probably some weeks ago, we were talking about peace of mind and happiness. And we were saying that all hell could be breaking loose around us and we have peace of mind. It boils down to being positive, to being optimistic, to being motivated, intrinsic motivation, and to be strong. Not that we are stronger than everybody else, but it's a way to enjoy life. Yeah, I have a broken foot, for example, and I can't run like you. But guess what? I still can enjoy life some other way in a wheelchair. Yes, you know, you have to find the positive in everything. So even when you realize that you're sad and low, and we are human, so we have emotions, and there are gonna be times when you're really down and you don't feel like it. It's okay. It's okay to get down. It's okay to cry, but snap out of it. Like there are some people who want the pity, and you know, you need to
Sorry
snap out of
for.
it. Yeah, you want to feel. You want the attention.
Yes.
Yeah. Get the attention, but get it in a different way. So stay positive. And when you command your days and you speak to yourself in the mirror in a positive way, you find that things work out better for you. And then you're able to help others. So stay positive, stay positive, stay positive. Yeah, so
Put a smile on it, man. Put a smile on it. Do not let the problem or situation that you're going through reflect on you. Nobody
Yeah.
should know what you're going through.
yeah.
Fix up
Between
yourself.
you and God and the
Fix up
person that you're gonna
yourself. Put a
confide in.
smile on your face. Even though your problem is there, I'm telling you, the smile can fix someone else's problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had asked some persons what they would tell their younger self. And thank you, all those persons that we had asked. Thank you very much for sharing with us, because we know that sometimes these things can be very private. And we have some persons who say that don't get married young. Because in fact, when you're getting married at a young age, at age 20, most times we're not as mature as we ought to be. We have not experienced anything. You don't know anything about yourself. For persons who grew up sheltered, and it tends to wear on your emotional and psychological
But
aspect of your
question
life
though.
as you get older. Because sometimes you settle with the wrong person because you did not wait.
question though, do you think someone can get married young but it is beneficial to them for the future?
Of course.
Example, you get married young, all the mistakes have been made, and you are able to start over again because you had married young, and because the relationship had ended early enough where you could start over.
Of course, it happens all the time. People get married young, divorce, and remarry again. People marry 3, 4, 5 times. But the point is, you don't want to make too many mistakes, because that's what is happening with most of us. We are in our 30s and we're saying we made too many mistakes. We should have paused and, allow ourselves to get to know ourselves more, be more financially stable. Oh, as I speak about financial, guess what? Don't just save. Don't just save your money. You need to learn
invest it.
how to manage your money. Because guess what? When you're young, you will save, save, save. You have no responsibility. When you have the responsibility and you have to go in your savings, sometimes the hustle of life calls you to pull all your savings, empty your bank book, to fix problems because you worry so much and not settled on all of that, and then you lack money management, and a lot of us experience that. So yes, learn to manage your money from early. Yeah, that's what I would tell myself. So we'll have a part 2 to this. What I want to leave with you, my friends, it takes 14 muscles to smile and 72 to frown. So, if you come on here and we're goofing around, it's because we know it only takes 14 muscles. And guess what? We're kind of the lazy type of muscle people where we don't want to use up too much muscles. So, because it takes 72, that's a lot. So, we'll be goofing around all the time because guess what? This is where we escape and have fun, forget about the worries of life, and unwind. So keep smiling, stay safe, please comment, like, share, and if you're a first timer, don't forget to subscribe. Love you. Take care. Peace. Bye.
Bye.